Oh, okie jokies. Been a while. I made a video about a month or so ago. I don't even remember what. Something was wrong with it. I didn't want to post it. But here's the old Whitey Ford. And the changes I've made to it so far. I told you I was going to put my touch on it. A lot of things about it I didn't like. I had the 90s cheese conversion. Roll along. Which my friend Alan said he didn't like these. Should take them off, fill the holes. I don't mind them. It's a little bit of 90s. Them old conversions, whatever. Those running boards, they're going to go. I haven't decided which ones I'm going to get yet. I'm deciding between basically style and then what hooks to a stronger place than hooking on body panels. These are so high off the ground, they're pretty much useless. Plus, one thing about this truck, all these lights quit working. These worked. The amber ones would run with the lights, and then the white ones would turn on when the door opened. Worked all the way on the way here, and they stopped. Tires, those big wide mud tires were useless on the snow and ice. Plenty of that this year. Bumper, it's factory, it's in good shape. I don't think I'm going to go with the grill guard I was, so I wasn't going to change the grill. Have to maybe look at the original video, but I changed the grill to a factory one, which I think looks a lot better. The old headlights were fogged up. Fuck toothpaste, bought a new one. New blue top X sides. Got lucky on this. Had a hard time finding them, even through dealers. And I wanted to go through a dealer to get the stickers on them and the warranty, because I have OCD when it comes to batteries. It's weird. But they were hard to find. Next thing you know, the plant in Columbus, Georgia got shut down. And they gave the employees there no notification. Pardon the filth. You know, I like my engine bays clean. This is unacceptable. New alternator. The other one was functional but getting weak. New serpentine belt. The old one was squeaking a little bit. Brand new turbo. I was informed about this from the previous owner that it was getting weak. And not only was letting a little oil by, it had a pretty bad exhaust leak. I mean, you couldn't smell the exhaust in the car, but there's some black soot on the side of the downpipe. And yeah, it boosts about twice as much as it did. Runs a lot better. First thing I did to it, S&B intake. God, I hate this. Went with dry. Just I'm sick and tired in my 40s. I'm tired of cleaning the wet filters. And plus they say the dry works better for dust. I'm on dirt roads and shit, so I'll just buy a couple filters a year and call it good. There's the other blue top. These cables are kind of boogered up. Need to replace those. That's on my list. The AC compressor's new. I didn't do it. It was replaced already. The radiator's newer. So it's good. Oh, anyway, what I was going to say is I was going to get a brush guard. So I didn't care what grill I had because it'd be pretty much covered up. But I don't know if I'm going to go with one now. But I do want to get a different front bumper. This thing holds on to mud pretty bad. Thinking about getting like an iron cross or something. Camera looks like she's kind of jumpy. Go to the interior here. These mirrors don't match. This appears to be a factory one. That one's a little less square and doesn't have this writing on it. No biggie. Got some seat covers. This deal on the driver's side is busted. It kind of flops around. Either the screws fell out of this. Little things like that. 24-year-old truck. Gonna replace those in time. Let's see what else. Oh, I was worried about the cold weather affecting this truck. Luckily, it only affected one thing, and it was the tailgate. Let me show you what I'm talking about first. This was the first letter to fall off while I was washing it. Put it back on the Gorilla Glue, then eventually these fell off. Then eventually this came separated. Then eventually a couple of the snaps on this broke. So I just took the goddamn thing off, and I thought about welding some metal on this, sanding it down, having a solid tailgate instead of that shit on there. Putting like a big Ford logo here and then an XLT here, which I have an idea. If I ever do it, I'll show you. But I think from what it would cost to do that or have it done, it might be better just to find a later 97 tailgate they don't have all that shit on there. Rear bumper has its purposes. Lights work. That's about it. Oh yeah, the lights in the grill stopped working. So there's another reason to get rid of that grill. Had the toolbox up here, if you remember. I got one that's flush. Makes it a lot easier. I could actually see the fifth wheel hitch. Oh, there's another modification. BMW Patriot. Yeah, I wanted to go with the drop-in hitch choice. It's better. This is kind of obsolete. But if you'll see these airbags, all these aftermarket parts put on this truck were back in the day when shit was universal. So they were like made to fit, or I mean fabricated to fit. So to take these bags off temporarily to put the drop-in hitch, he said it was going to be something he didn't really want to do. Not to mention labor was going to kill me. See how that's welded to the frame. The previous owner did a cheap job of spraying the frame. That kind of cheap shit actually makes it worse. It lets in a little moisture and holds onto it. At the rate it's falling off, it'll be all off soon. A rusty looking frame, I don't mind. Of course the frame's fine because these are the original wheel wells. And maybe a little surface rust there. I don't even think that's surface rust. I think that's something else. Either way, rust is the least of this truck's worries. So anyway, I decided to go with the rails. Didn't want to, because when you have the hitch out of here, it's a pain in the ass. Slide something down the bed. Rails are in the way. MBRP exhaust. Why not FlowPro? This quick, you went with FlowPro your last two trucks. Well, my last two trucks, excuse me. I don't even think they offered a kit. At least not one for a crew cab. These seem to be more predominant for the old 7.3, so I figured I'd give them a try. So there's that. What was I gonna say? Something about the hitch and I don't know. God damn it, I forgot. If I remember, whatever. That's about it for now. There's little things like the door panel I told you I gotta get fixed. See, that's what I was talking about. Something broke, plastic here, a little toward the screw holds it, so it didn't really rattle, but it sags. Gotta get little shit like that fixed. Typical old truck stuff. Other than that, she's pretty square. All the A-pillar gauges work. That's for the lights on the roll log conversion. None of those work. Now the grill's not even there, the driving ones. Auxiliary, I don't even know what those are. Running ones don't work. Maybe auxiliary is the ones in the bumper. Those are wired up to the reverse. So that's good enough. Replace this mirror. Oh, new brakes. I noticed pulling the camper, she don't stop nearly as good as my 2015. It's not Power Stop Extreme. Everything but the calipers. God, I hate to say this, but I might have to pay somebody to put these in. I am pressed for time. But surely I could squeeze it in. Anyway. That's it for now. Kind of hit a dead spot once I get that exhaust hung, get them brakes on. I'm pretty good for now. Thinking about getting a new tuner. It's got a super chips on it. I'm not too impressed with it. I don't want to tune it too much because I just don't think it's necessary, but this thing does not pull like my 6.4, my 6.7. 7.3s are such dogs compared to modern diesels. Different time, different era. I'm not making fun of them by any means, but you know, empty, this thing's got some balls. It's actually got a little pep in its step for being a big old 1-ton, but pulling that trailer, it don't want to go like my 15, and it certainly doesn't want to stop like my 15. But you know, if it does, it does. I don't mind going slow. What is going on here? Anyway, I should be making a video shortly. I'm going to do the stock exhaust sound difference between that and the MBRP. And as for that, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, maybe get a new head unit. The previous owners had a few head units in here over time. He said that one is the worst he's ever had. It's real touchy. Like sometimes you'll push a button and it just blanks out and you gotta wiggle it. It's typical Sony piece of shit. I've never liked Sony. I've never had any luck with them. They're what they are. The Toyota of stereos. And I don't know if I mentioned it in a previous video. I might not have. The previous owner of this truck was kind of paranoid, and rightfully so, living in California, about this truck getting stolen. So these doors are disconnected. I just got to take the panels off and the windows won't roll down. They will for the front controls, but power locks won't lock them. Windows won't roll down. This is the only door light that works. I'm guessing all the bulbs are burnt out. Maybe it's a fuse. But all those lights in the front, that roll-along conversion stuff, I checked the fuses on that when I took that grill out, and they were still good. So I'm not sure. We might have some other wiring issues. He's got a push-button starter on it that's hidden. So there's been a lot of aftermarket wiring done. But, you know, hopefully I don't run into too many wiring troubles, because that's my least favorite thing to do on an automobile. So that's it for now. I'm just about at a stopping point. Hopefully have some more videos with the old school bus sounding girl. Until next time, fuckers.